Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of January the 6th through the 12th. I am picking up the format a little bit since I am doing some weekly or some dailies live. I thought it would be fun to do a different format rather than a card for each day. So let's see what's coming up for your week, Capricorn. All right. Well, I'm putting down the cards. Let me just remind you, I do offer private readings either via phone or via Skype, whichever you happen to prefer works for me. And then the best way to get a hold of me to schedule one of those is to use the contact information listed on the website at the bottom of this screen. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see what we have coming up for you guys. The first thing that I'm looking at is your environment. Now, your environment is normally going to be your home, but every once in a while it may show up as work or school instead. And so what I've got is that there is somebody in your environment that makes it feel like it's exciting and fresh and vibrant. There may be a lot of people in your environment. Your environment just seems very social, very upbeat, very happy, okay? For the most part. The next thing that I'm looking at is your subconscious leanings. And whenever I'm looking at subconscious leanings, there is somebody that you're interested in romantically. And in your subconscious, you're just kind of wondering, how can I let them know this? Can I let them know this? So that's kind of your subconscious, where your subconscious is focused at the moment. The next thing that I'm looking at talks to me about learning style and communication style. So two different topics. So learning style, I think you do a lot of learning, your best learning really hands-on. It may feel a little bit risky sometimes, but you do remember stuff much better if you have to sort of think it out on your own, and if you have to experience it, then you normally remember better the next time you're in that situation what to do to have it turn out well. Now, as far as communication style, Capricorn, I feel like your communication style, at least as it pertains to this week, can be very confusing. And I think it can be very confusing because you're kind of confused yourself about how you feel about certain things in certain situations. And so as you're expressing your feelings to other people, there's a lot of mismatching words and actions coming through. Okay, so what do they call that? Mixed messages. There's a lot of mixed messages in your expression this week. Now, looking next at your work, Capricorns, it looks like some element of your work has to do with passing along good information to other people. And it also looks like there is a certain sense of you either understand this information or you don't, and it's kind of a make it or break it type of deal for these other people, whether they understand it or whether they don't. Now, as far as inner work, I do think that you have some kind of epiphany this week where you start to see things in a different perspective. I think this epiphany actually comes in around one particular thing, and then you start to realize, well, you know what, that actually applies in this part of my life too, and in this part, and in this part. So a bunch of different puzzle pieces come together around this epiphany that you have for your own inner work. Now, that part of your character which is being grown or expanded right now, and you're the second sign to get this card. I don't remember who the other sign was, though. Where you're being grown or expanded right now is you're giving gifts this week. And whenever this comes up in this particular position, it's not that just that you're giving a gift, you are giving multiple gifts this week, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean there's 10 of them just because I threw that many fingers out there, but more than one, okay? Now, next thing I'm looking at is those things that you stand for. Ooh, somebody else had this too. I don't think it was the same person. But you are giving somebody a payback, or you are paying something off. And so this is something that you are doing, and I think that you're doing this very enthusiastically this week. And how other people perceive you is very interesting. Other people perceive you as having been defeated in some way, as facing some kind of failure. Like maybe other people perceive you as not having enough money because you paid something off and now you don't have cash to do whatever. They want to go have fun, and you just wanted to get this cloud from hanging off over your head. So they may be perceiving you as being defeated because you took care of business and they wanted to have fun. But that's really kind of what comes into me is like, well, why did you spend all that money on that? Come on. We could be going to a concert. We could be doing this. We could be doing that. So we really don't care what other people think of us, do we? Next thing that I have coming up is a little bit, it's more of a pivotal type of energy. So this can sort of change things as we go through the week. And what we have showing up is that there is a situation where I believe somebody is saying something to you, Capricorn, which is impacting how you feel about your own self-esteem and your own self-worth in a negative way. And so we see the self-esteem and the self-worth dropping for sure. And like I said, I think it's because somebody else said something. But this is not something that I like to see. And I think that this is tied in with something with a partner. There is a partner, whether it's a significant other, whether it's a business partner, this partner and you are not seeing eye to eye. And this may be the person that's telling you, you know, whatever this is that's making your self-esteem take a little nosedive. And as you and this partner are not seeing eye to eye, I think that this is really, you're having a hard time finding your happiness. Like this is really sort of, this is throwing you for an emotional loop, not only with being happy, but also with how you view yourself. Okay? And then the last thing that we have coming up here is a card that basically says, I don't see this partner changing how they behave towards you. I mean, they're coming up as obviously being emotionally abusive. I don't see that changing. I don't see you being able to say anything or anybody else saying anything that's going to change that. They have been able to get away with this for this long, and they are still getting away with this now. They're not even, like, no intentions to change. And it kind of makes me wonder, is this the person that you gave all these gifts to? Is this the person that you paid back? And now they're treating you in such a way? Wow. Wow. I hope not. But I kind of feel like for a lot of you, this really is. And I think that you love this person. I think this is your person and your subconscious leanings, that you actually love this person. But you don't know how to say that. And I can see why you wouldn't know how to say that. All right, so let's wrap that up. That's your week, Capricorns. If you would like to have a private reading where we look at some of this a little bit more deeply, or we get some advice for you on how to handle it in a way that works out better for you, I would be happy to be considered to be your reader. And then those of you that this video helped, please be sure and give it a thumbs up and share it so that it can help other people as well. And those of you who don't get a private reading this week, I will see the rest of you on the next video. Everybody have a good week. Peace out.